Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Compass Girls. I'm Rachel Ferrucci, and that
And
is
I'm Zippy Sandler.
She is Zippy Sandler. And today is a special day because we are celebrating Zippy's 65th anniversary birthday.
I wish.
She has her tiara. So as
I
always,
do.
be sure to share, click that share button right there, share. So we always talk about
Comment?
Yes, comment. We pick winners each week, and this week our sponsor of the show is Four Roses Bourbon, but we have this really awesome book. And it has all information. Whoops, look at my information's falling out of it. But all stories in here. And it's The Return of a Whiskey Legend. It's by Al Young. And we are giving away not one, but 5. Zippy,
What? You didn't tell me that.
For your birthday. You're going to be able to give away some. Yep. So I thought that was awesome. So thank you to Four Roses Bourbon. My bottle's already missing some because because I made my drink.
But I'm going to make my drink live. I'm going to attempt to anyway.
Yes. You can follow us. It's the Compass Girls on Instagram and on Facebook and on Twitter also. So like we said, share. Hi, Cindy. Cindy said happy birthday, and she is all about the bourbon. So we got a lot to go over today, but first I just want to do a couple things. So Facebook, to me, there's so much pressure. I made the collage for Zippy's birthday. I did call her, but I suck with cards, so she did not get a card from me. And I did make.
Oh, no, I got the gift that I asked everyone for, and you got it for me.
I did. I got you your gift.
You did.
So
I'll show it
after. So we're going to talk about fun birthday gifts. And Zippy, why don't you tell us, though, what are some of the gifts you got?
So, okay, it was a tough birthday, 65. I'm not going to lie. I called you. I told you I had a panic attack. I am having a hard time with it, and I don't know why. It's just a number. I'm no different than I was the day before, but I definitely am having a difficult time wrapping my head around the fact that I'm a senior citizen. Is that, I am. I'm senior. Oh, God. Okay. I'm not.
Discounts.
Huh?
But you get discounts, as Robert said.
Right. So that's what my brother said. He said, first thing he said was, are you going for the early bird special? Or what are the discounts? Don't you get a free coffee at Dunkin' Donuts when you buy a donut? I'm like, stop. Just stop. But I did everybody knew that I was kind of like depressed. So I got some of the best gifts. My sister-in-law bought me a silk kimono. I don't know if you can see this. It's beautiful, butterfly silk. If I wear it, you're only going to see the top of it. So it's not that long. It comes probably to the hip, and it'll dress up a pair of skinny jeans and a tank top. It'll be perfect. My friend Ava she lives in Salt Lake City, so she's near Sundance, and she knows I love Sundance stuff. And she bought me some gorgeous, 2 beautiful shirts from Sundance, an orange one, a white one. And I'm going to do this, but you're not going to believe how many necklaces she bought me. I'm like, oh my God, there are so many necklaces.
I got to send Ava my birthday. Ava's here. She says, happy birthday, Zippy. And
thank you, A.
And I want to say something really quick, Z. Well,
Okay.
maybe not really quick, but so
Yeah, we'll do it quick.
I met Ava at the Evo conference,
Right.
and Ava met Zippy in Barrington, Rhode Island, at a dog park. And okay, so I'm going to totally screw this up, and I apologize, Ava. But Ava had a Bouvier de Flanders, and
Yes.
Zippy had Max, an old English Shepherd,
Keep
who
dog.
had boundless energy. What impressed Ava immediately about Zippy was her love for life. Oh God, I'm getting emotional reading this. Oh
Hey,
wait,
what is
I'm
going
sorry.
on?
Ava sent this. I'm sorry. So, and we'll talk about my emotions later. Um,
Yeah, we will.
and the fact that she was walking when she shouldn't have been because she had just had surgery for her knee and her
Uh-huh.
leg was bent
Uh-huh.
and she was on crutches. But that never
I was in
stopped
I
Zippy.
was in a brace that went from my hip down to my ankle. I had two crutches and an old English sheepdog who was pulling me.
So she said, it never stopped you because nothing does. You're a
Nope.
force of positive energy. I'm getting emotional again. This is supposed to be funny and joyous and happy.
Oh
Even
my
though
God. Hey.
even though the doctors told her she would never dance or walk on that leg, Zippy proved them wrong. She is one of the most generous people she's ever known,
Oh my
and you
God.
guys became fast friends. Funny, brilliant, and so lovable. You can't help but enjoy every minute you are with Zippy. She is an event, and everyone she meets loves her. Uh, Look,
Oh my God. Oh, why are you crying? I should be crying. Oh, I
because
know why you're crying. We'll
it's
talk
so
about it later.
beautiful. Ava, that was beautiful.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
I
I
don't
love
even,
you, A. So my two best friends are Rachel and Ava.
and she
I mean,
pegged
that's it.
you. Like, she's right. Carla is here. She said, happy birthday, Zippy.
Thank you. Oh, I should go look. I think I can probably pull them up on the other computer to see the messages. Oh my God.
So,
I'm not going to cry because I'm not going to cry.
because I'm crying
I'm going
for
to be
you,
cool. You're crying for me.
that's how close we are, that I do the
Yeah,
crying
you're
for
crying
you.
for me. Yeah, but we're going to talk about why you're crying too.
Yes, yes. So let's get back to your birthday presents because you got some good presents. What did Alan get you?
He got me a Macy's gift card because he said I am always complaining that I have no underwear and pajama bottoms, yoga pants. He said, now you can buy the damn yoga pants and underwear. It's actually bras. And then for this show and for when I travel, I opened it. I was like, that's a point and shoot camera. Well, guess what? It's a 4K with Dolby sound, with digital Dolby, like in the theaters.
Wow.
So it has, yeah, it's 4K like in theatrical. I don't know how to use it. So once I figure it out, I'll be probably doing the show with it because it's for vlogging. So if I can figure out how to make, it's got Wi-Fi. So I'm assuming I can go from here to here with you guys. So we'll see. So yeah, it's been it was like it's Zipruary, I swear, all month. And then this weekend we go to Ben and Allison's.
Yes. So speaking of Allison, she was going to come on tonight because she was telling me a story that was so funny. And she said, you guys
Hey,
went
you're talking to
to,
my family and other friends without me.
I was, hey, I actually did a post and I blocked you.
Get out.
I blocked
I'll get
it.
someone to read it to me.
I said, everyone public except Zippy Sandler.
Get out.
I did. I'll
Okay.
unblock you. But so Allison said at Disney Social Media Moms, she thought it was the funniest thing because she never really saw you in action, and it wound up being a spectacular show of you in action. People were treating you like Justin Bieber. Women wearing scrunchies and tees were flocking to you. And okay, so this is kind of funny because a Fremini, and I know
You know who that is.
who it was, and Lisa was there too. Lisa was actually going to come on, but she couldn't because she's really, really sick. So the person came up and Zip looked, and Ben and I said, "Watch this." And the lady was like, "Oh my God, Zippy, is that you?" And a crazy lady, AKA Zippy, was like, "Stop. Stop right now. Don't you dare." And Allison was like, "I stood there with my mouth wide open collecting flies." So she saw you in action for the first time and thought you were hysterical. Yeah.
Girl can work a room.
Yeah. You really do. Vicky just came on. Vicky said happy birthday.
Thanks, Vicky.
And Lisa is here. And she said she hoped your birthday was awesome, but she couldn't come on camera because she was sick. Is that what you said, Lisa? So
I got something.
60th birthday.
Lisa is going to recognize something here. So I'm not really going to light the candle, but
no,
I don't know if you could
light it right now. You ready?
Well, wait a minute. Now I got to find. I do have matches. You know me. I used to on the computer.
Happy birthday
Wait a minute. I can't.
you. Happy birthday to you.
Zippy.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh my God. It's Zipruary.
Yeah.
Here's a cool show. So I don't know if you can see the candle, but it's a champagne bottle. And a few years ago, Lisa bought me a whole set of birthday candles that were champagne bottles. And I love them. I didn't even tell her. So I don't let them burn down so they can use them over and over again. They're my favorites.
So Lisa said last night she couldn't come on. So Lisa, are you gonna come visit? So what are
fun girls?
What kind of gifts do you love to give for birthdays?
I love to give. Okay, so I think the important thing about giving a gift is really knowing and thinking about the person you're giving it for or to. There's a lot of thought. You listen. You knew. I mean, I kept saying, "Oh, I hope my husband buys me," and that's the one thing I didn't show. I hope my husband buys me a microphone. And guess who bought me a microphone? Rachel. This is my birthday gift from Rachel. It's so that we have great sound. I'm not using it now because otherwise you'd hear.
I got one
because we haven't figured out how to use it yet. There's a learning curve with both of us.
So you may or may not hear us next week.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, there's something about being thoughtful and really knowing a person. And I have a gift over here that I didn't get for my birthday this year, but I got as a thank you gift one time. And it's probably one of my favorite things that I've gotten. And it's a piece of, it's a print, and I'll show you that in a minute. It's from Sandy, who's my sort of sister. And I never list her as a best friend because she's my sister, but she isn't my sister because her mom and my dad dated for over 20 years and they never got married. So we're kind of sisters. And she put a beautiful quote by Goethe on the back and signed it. But she had a I forgot what you call these things where a word thing. We used to do them all the time. Yeah. And it's a champagne bottle. And it has my name, Zippy, and it said appreciated, sort of sister, wanderlust, Amsterdam, champagne, travel, Germany, because I took her to Europe with me on a press trip. And this was the thank you. And there's something just so thoughtful about a person, a really personal gift when someone really puts a lot of thought into it. And I keep it in the office. I love it. I just love it. So I think the key is to really think about the person. Maybe it's something that'll just make them laugh. It may not be something that they've heard you say that you wanted. I have a dancing flamingo. I have a dancing flamingo in my bedroom. I wonder who gave me that, Rachel. but there's something about thought behind it, about make someone laugh or make them feel really good or really listen to what they want. You may not be able to buy the big thing that they want, but it might be something that's similar that is really going to touch them. And it doesn't have to cost money.
Yeah. Speaking of,
my cousin sings to me every year, and she has a terrible, and she's going to be on later. She texted me before we got on saying, "Can I watch it later?" And she calls me and sings "Happy Birthday to you. You are an old Jew." She says this to me every year. So she makes up new lyrics. But this year she just called me and she goes, "Hey, are you an old Jew?" So I'm sorry if I offended anyone, but I'm Jewish, and so is she. And her dad was the president of B'nai B'rith, so we're talking like heavy, like both families, very very serious. So it's that tongue in cheek funny, and it always makes me laugh. No matter every year, I go, "Oh, Susie, she's going to sing it off key."
Speaking of gifts, you know what we didn't do, and so last week we didn't. We were giving away the quilted koala bag, and we were giving away 2 of the plain ears. The quilted koala bag, our winner was, wait a minute.
Did you write it down? Did you write it down? I'm glad you did. Because.
Yes, I wrote it down.
Okay, good.
Okay, I gotta go get it, but so we're gonna announce those winners. And
you want me to start drinking?
Yeah. Do you want to start making your
So
drink?
In honor of my 65th birthday, what better drink than an old fashioned? And today, our liquor sponsor is Four Roses, and I remember them vaguely from when I was young, but they went out of business in 1971. Did you know that?
I did.
And then they came back in 2000. So that's probably why I hadn't seen them for a long time. So I'm excited and a little frightened because I haven't made one since I tended bar. Now I cheated a little bit, because the best way to do it is to muddle the sugar and the bitters and a little water. But to save time, I just quick made some simple. Oh my gosh, I made simple syrup. It is so thick. So I am going to put just a couple of teaspoons. Oh my gosh, it's like honey.
Oh, but that looks yummy.
It's too thick. Okay, and let me use 2 spoons because it's way too thick. Good Lord. All right, it's going to need a little water. I brought water in case that happened. I'm going to throw a little water in there. And only because it's so thick. You take bitters. Now, I like mine orangey, and you would use orange bitters, but I'm just going to do something a little different to twist it up a little with some fresh orange in it. So you're going to do just a couple of 1, 2, maybe 3, 4 if you want, spritzes of bitters, and just stir it all together really well. Just give it a good stir so it's all mixed in. Okay.
Isabel left a crown here, so I got a crown.
Oh, look at you. Then you're going to put your ice in because you want to put, oh my gosh, my ice is melting because it's been sitting here for like a half hour. That's all right. Let me put some ice in.
Lisa's here too. When you're done, she's going to join us, I think, but now she's
Oh,
home.
good. Throw some ice in, and let's see, do I have a jigger? I do have a jigger. You're going to throw some bourbon in, and we're going to put the 4 roses in. And I'm going to give it a good stir.
Put on, I put my crown back on.
And normally what you would do is you would probably peel the edge of the orange and just use the orange rind. But I actually like orange in it. So I'm going to put orange in it. And I'm going to put a maraschino cherry in. And the reason I'm going to do that is not because it goes in it, but I love bourbon or whiskey on a cherry. When I was a kid, do you remember? Do you remember if your mom had a Manhattan or a highball or something?
Yep. You got to eat the cherry.
Yep.
You know what my grandma used to do? Oh, wait, salut. And I'll tell you my recipe. Salut. So
that was darn, that's good. I'm sorry.
And Italians used alcohol for everything. So if we had if a tooth was coming in or going out and we were like, oh, my tooth hurts or whatever, she'd give us this little tiny, it was like a shot glass with a little bit of bourbon in it, and you'd dip your finger and you'd rub it.
Yeah, too.
I mean, we used vodka for swimmer's ear, like they used to do 2 drops of vodka. I actually did it with my kids too, 2 drops of vodka in their ear. But bourbon, I use it all the time now for hot toddies when I'm sick. I always make a bourbon hot toddy. My grandmother used to make them. I also do some wine ones, but bourbon, especially like in those winter months when you're sick,
oh my gosh, it's so good.
It just knocks everything out of you. So I personally love bourbon. The other thing is I really want to start learning about the bourbons, because like it's a gentleman.
Wouldn't you go to a bourbon trail? To go to Kentucky and do a bourbon trail?
I did. Nicole and I went to Jack Daniels, but I was driving, so we couldn't hop to all the places. But I do want to do a bourbon, go to all the places and do the bourbon trail. But you can't drive and do it, because if you're doing even a shot at each one, by the time you're done, you know, a couple shots of bourbon. I'm getting on.
Okay, so when I was in Napa, they have a bus that picks you up at the hotel and takes you from one place to another. Maybe they can do that. My gosh.
Happy birthday.
So we all have our crowns. So this was us 5 years ago at your 60th birthday when we surprised you. That was fun.
That was fun. That was a complete surprise. I thought I was meeting the manager.
Hi, Sandy.
Of the hotel, and you and I were going to talk to them about doing something with us as bloggers. And I walked in, and Lisa's there. Oh, I walked in with my son. You're there. It was so much fun. Captain Hiram.
Fun.
Had a good time.
So I'll tell you my recipe really quick. So this is, it's 1.5 ounce of the bourbon, 3/4 of an ounce of coffee liqueur, and 1 shot of espresso.
Oh, that sounds really good.
That's a wide awake enjoyment.
Yeah, it's so yummy.
So again, thank you, 4 Roses.
Yes, thank you.
For sponsoring our debauchery tonight.
I'm going to tell our winners from last week.
Good. I can't wait to hear because I don't remember.
The quilted koala bag went to Kathy Graham, and then plain ear. We have one. Oh, Lisa, you're one for the plain ear, and then Jane Morehouse also. Oh, Cindy Vanacor's here. She said happy birthday. Hi, Cindy. Sandy said, Lisa, I don't know if you could see the comment.
I can't.
Oh, okay. So now that you're 65, and I'm all emotional. I've been having issues because when all of a sudden we talked already last week, I had a hot flash in the middle of the show, which was, quite fun. But all this crap is starting to happen to me. And I'm like, what the hell is happening? So literally I'm on the phone with Zippy because I don't understand why it's happening, how it happened so fast. And if you think about it, at least for my family, the only thing we knew about menopause, peri-menopause was you saw your aunts sitting around outside with the paper plate or something like this. You knew about hot flashes and you knew you weren't going to get your period anymore. Did not know that it takes years that you're going through this crap. Like, what the hell? So I'm not sleeping. I am sleeping. I'm not tired. I'm too tired. I'm crying at the drop of a hat, where my husband, poor thing, now looks at me and goes, "Are you going to cry?"
Aw.
For him, because he doesn't know. Like, 1 minute I'm sitting there, thank God it's just me and him, we're in the living room, and all of a sudden I'm butt naked because I am that hot. And at first he was enjoying it. He's like, yeah, this is pretty cool, and now it's like, don't come near me, don't touch me, don't look at me. So Z, what is
so I having been through it, it's a journey. It is funny, your parents, your mom sits you down and talks to you about getting your period. They talk to you about how not to get pregnant, about sex, but they never sit down and tell you, no one sits down and tells you what perimenopause is like, which really is just that's nothing. That's not bad. What the throes of menopause are, and no one talks about postmenopause either. What happens after, because your first inclination is, oh good, I'm not going to get my period anymore. I don't have to have cramps. I don't have to deal with it. I can't wait. Yeah, no. Then when you're in it, nobody tells you that it's not just hot flashes, that you're going to cry, that your memory has gone out the window. You can't remember your own damn name. Yes. And there are a few things you can do, but here's the deal. Nothing works for everyone. And this is not medical advice. I'm not going to give any medical advice. I can talk about what worked for me and what didn't work for me.
Sorry.
What was that?
Chrissy said that's why she always knocks, because I've ripped my clothes off at any time.
Oh my God. Lovely. Well, now I know.
You know what? Z, one of the things I found out, because I have been starting to research, is I didn't realize that perimenopause is actually the whole stage of going through everything, and it could start in your late 20s, and it's so gradual that you're like, wait, did that happen? At 30 I had one hot flash, and then nothing else happened, and then at 40, other little things started happening. I was talking to Katie today. I hope she doesn't get mad about that I'm sharing this, but she was like, I'm getting so angry, before my period, where she never had PMS. I'm like, yeah, you get these mood swings and you're angry and but this is what gets me, is that you get all these little things. And Cindy said pee. Yes, you pee yourself, and you can't jump, you can't dance, you can't do all these things. But I did find there are ways, and Kegels, I'm telling you ladies, you should be doing your Kegels. It does help with that. But
yes,
when I turned 48 was when a lot started happening at once. And that's when you're losing your mind. And I was always really in control. I mean, I was always crazy. I'm not gonna, sugarcoat it. But but I wasn't so emotional. You know, like I'm that type of person. If I watch divorce court, I'm really sad that they got a divorce, or I'm watching a movie, I'm crying. But now I'm like, I was crying reading Sandy's thing, Ava's thing to you.
I know. So here's the thing. I know you tried, is it Evening of Primrose Oil? And it worked. And then,
and it used to work. And when I stopped taking it, because I forgot, because I suck at taking stuff every single day, then they came full force. And like literally, it's like being dipped in hell. You know, being dipped in hell. What's the question? What's a hot flash? It's like, I've never, like, I can't, and I could totally understand with the emotions and everything how women could get off, not get off sexually, get off with murder, because it's like, I get it. You don't know what you're doing.
Hey, Rach, do you still get your cycle?
It's sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's a crapshoot.
So I had a hysterectomy, I don't know, back in 2010, but they left in my ovaries. So for me, I never, I was supposed to still get cycles, but obviously you get cycles and you don't know because, you don't have the rest of the parts to know. And so for me, like, I still have no idea if I went through menopause or didn't go through menopause, or if like my hot flashes are because I'm also diabetic. So I don't know if it's because of my sugar. So, I mean, for me, it's really, I have no clue. I might be done.
I think when you have your ovaries, that's so you don't go through perimenopause, because my girlfriend Kathy, I won't say who, but she had no, I know I said Kathy, but you don't know what Kathy. I know lots of Kathys, but
okay, good.
She had a hysterectomy in her 20s, and she went bam right through it hard. And she's fine now, but it's because they took everything. And it's funny. So we're not the only ones, or at least I know I'm not the only ones who just stripped down. Cindy said that her kids call and ask, do you have your clothes on? I'm coming over with friends.
Oh my God.
I want to hear a funny story about my first ever hot flash and how embarrassing. So I'm home by myself. I was in my 30s, I believe. And I got a hot flash, and I was sitting on the couch. The kids were out. They were teenagers or whatever. And I ripped all my clothes off. I'm butt naked. All of a sudden, they just walk in the door with my nephew. I took every pillow on the couch, because what was I going to say? I didn't know how I would explain it, because they would think, oh, she's naked because they were going to do something or whatever. I never spoke about it ever. I piled myself in pillows. Literally, I was. Oh, you're totally. Wait.
What is she doing?
I was like this.
So they couldn't see?
In pillows. That was my first hot flash. I did not know what it was. I was just like, holy crap, like, what's the heat on or whatever. And they laughed, and I felt, I was so embarrassed. But nobody ever mentioned it, because they probably thought like we were like getting crazy or whatever. But so Vicky had a hysterectomy 30 years ago, and now she's getting hot flashes.
I remember my mother went through the same thing. She got her hot flashes after, but not as bad as some, she said.
And what about the emotions?
Can I tell you that there is an end to it, but there are some things that will not end.
Like?
I hate. So, first of all, there are things you can do.
You remember that, Carissa? She said, poor Matthew.
Oh my gosh. Oh, she does remember it. There are things like, You took primrose. There are things like ashwagandha. There are things like there's what is it, estrogen. There's menopause 731, which I just reviewed, which helps a little bit. For me, it was bioidentical hormones that helped. You have to be really careful. Again, this is not medical advice. Different things work for different people. I went to a doctor to get the creams. This is an over-the-counter progesterone. I did progesterone, estriadol,
Wait, where do
testosterone.
you put the cream?
Here. So, whoops.
Like
If
on
you're
your
gonna
A J?
put, well, you can put testosterone there, but you either put it on the inside of your arm or the inside of your thighs or on your belly. Actually, I think it's up here that it should be done, but it should be in the fatty area. And one of the things that I found that it really helps with is sleep. And while I used a doctor for prescription, I eventually went to an over-the-counter progesterone because it's 20 milligrams of progesterone in the stuff I could buy like this from Amazon or that the doctor prescribed. It was the same amount of progesterone in it. It's a natural progesterone. It's actually made from wild yam or something. But that helped me with the sleep. But like you, I went off and then I went on and then I went off and then I went on. And I think I kind of messed my system up. And I honestly don't want to spend the money for the testing. I'm going to straight out two things. It's a lot of money to get tested, number one, like $1,750 in blood tests that is not covered. Unless you can find an OBGYN who does it and not an anti-aging doctor who does it.
I just found out my GYN is a specialist and I haven't gone, and I know because you yell at me all the time, I'm gonna go, but I haven't been to him in a few years. So I'm calling and making the appointment. Carissa's like our mom, like she makes Rich and I make our appointments and everything.
Yeah.
But so I am calling and he actually specializes in that. So I'm really excited about that. But I'm worried, what the hell am I gonna do in the summer? Like literally in bed at night, and I'm gonna screw up this saying, but I'm like a fish in a frying pan, right? Is that the same? Right? Fish in a frying pan? No. Fish.
There are fish in frying pans.
Fish something. It's a fish saying. I'm like
a fish out of water?
Does it flop? Yes, that's it, Lisa. Fish out of water.
It's Rachel.
I'm writing that one down.
I'm sure my husband has it written.
It's Rachel.
Yes. It's he's coming.
I wrote that down.
This is terrible. We need walkie-talkies.
Yeah. He's going to come on and he wants to, him and Zippy, it's almost like a roast Rachel because they're going to do all the sayings.
Let's do it.
I can't get a saying right. I don't know.
Nope. It's fun.
Maybe that's what we could do for my birthday. We'll do a roast. Like
yours is coming. Yours isn't that far. Yours is pretty soon.
Can we do pronunciations, Rach?
Huh?
How you pronounce words too? Because I wrote down vodka.
Vodka.
Yeah, vodka. You forget there's a D in there.
Hey, is that not right?
No.
How do you say vodka?
Vodka.
It's vodka.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You're saying vodka.
And it is a Rachelism.
Yes.
Look, someone's hot now. Cindy's hot right now.
Yeah, well, I'm hot today.
Is on 64. Okay, so I have a question for anybody that's gone through this or whatever. What about the emotions with anxiety? Is that from it? Can that come? Like where all of a sudden I get this whoosh. And I love people. You know me, I love to be amongst crowds and everything. But if I'm out, all of a sudden I get this whoosh. And I got to say, Rich is so good because he could look at my face and he'll go, "You getting a whoosh? Are you going to cry? Are you okay?"
That's
Is that
normal.
menopause or is that aging?
It's
Well, that's all part of
peri-menopause.
it. It's menopause. Menopause messes with anxiety and your emotions, and because your hormones all interact with that, and they're raging. They're all over the place. Now, on the plus side, that'll go away.
Oh, good.
That part, the emotional part, the hot flashes will go away. The things that won't go away are the sleep issues. May not go. They may go away. They may not. They did for me. I still have the sleep issues.
But you can
You're gonna-
function on 5 hours sleep. I'm a little worried because
Yeah,
either
with this, this is how I
Oh.
function with. I have to take a sleeping pill every few nights because I'm up. You know, I'm like,
I'm
I
so
go to sleep at
tired.
midnight. I'm up at 2. Then I fall back to sleep at 4, and I'm up at 6, and then I fall back to sleep, and
I'm in bed for 10 hours.
it's constant all night.
Yeah, I wake up, I fall asleep, I wake up, I fall asleep. And I'm literally, I feel like I'm sleeping for like 10, 12 hours because I'm so tired. It's so bad. Oh, I got another question for you. So
What?
so my hot flashes during the night come at the exact same times.
Ooh.
And then at 7 o'clock or 7:30, they're within 30 minutes. But I know what time, like when I wake up from a hot flash, I'm like, it's like 4:06. I look at the clock, it's like 4 o'clock or 4:30. Then I get one in between 7 and 7:30. And the big ones, I get little ones where I'm doing the fish thing, but the big ones. So 7 to 7:30, when I get that one, I get 2 piercing knives in my head, instant headache.
That's called an ice pick. It's called an ice pick headache. And you know how I know? I had one last week. I was like totally freaked out. It was like someone hit me with an ice pick and it came out.
But
it
it's
hurt like hell.
a hot flash. It goes, it rolls
It's
up,
called an ice pick.
gets to here,
Yeah.
it's like, bam. So
That's
how
an
do
ice
I,
pick headache.
and what do you do?
Those go away. They're not dangerous. I don't think there's anything you can do for an ice pick headache because they're so quick.
But
The
mine
hot flashes,
it's staying with me.
yours are with the hot flash.
What?
What was that?
Mine are
Yours come
with the hot flash. And then because I'm migraine prone, they stay with me. Like this is the 3rd day in a row. And I was out of it all day. I was like, oh my God, how am I even going to be on tonight? I haven't gone to the gym. I've just been like out of it. Oh, Cindy said one word for y'all, Ativan.
So antidepressants work really well for hot flashes.
Really?
Yeah, but talk to the doctor.
I will.
I was reading that the other day when I was looking stuff up for postmenopausal stuff because
I used to say when you were giving birth, they ask you about all these drugs that do you want to take, right? They should package those up and give them to you. I used to say give them to you when you had teenagers, but now I'm thinking give them to you when you're going through peri-menopause because
Cindy said you talk to Jesus. That's what you do.
I do. I'm like, oh God, please. It was like the nights of when you were 20, sitting over the throne going, oh God, please, no. Well, now I'm like laying in bed like, oh, please just give me air. Just let it go. It's so bad.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to hot flashes. This is so disheartening.
Are you crazy?
I was.
So there are things that you can do. Talk to the doctor. You can try over the counter stuff. I know you've tried some. If you'll eventually get through it. Just know that there are things on the other end, like you'll have to deal with with aging, with osteoporosis. There are things that happen with the aging process that you're gonna have to worry about down. Your energy may come back after. It may not come back after. after. You may be able to sleep after, you may not be able to sleep after. And
You're
then there's the
not
whole,
giving me hope. You're making me sad. Vicky
but
said
there are things you can do for them.
herbal. Cindy said watch the hormones and estrogen for side effects because you could get those.
And it scares me because on the back of the progesterone it says may cause cancer.
Oh Jesus! You know what?
In California, so
and then someone said soft sheets. They had a commercial about those sheets. It's SHEETZ. Shits. I call them shits, but there's sheets. So, and they're supposed to keep you cool. Here's my issue. I'm cold all the time. So I'm either cold or I'm hot. So that's why I was looking forward to the hot flashes because I was always cold. So I said, at least I'll be warm. But now I'm like, it didn't even like level me out. I'm either cold or hot. Sheets, yes. SHEETZ. Yes. I think I'm going to try those because it's all cool. Yes?
I don't know. I turned the air conditioning on and a fan on.
I did read that you should use Egyptian cotton sheets if you have problems getting hot at night, just because the cotton thread count is, or the cotton is better for wicking.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. So they have all these wicking clothes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
why not, is there sheets that have the wicking in them that pulls the moisture? I make wind with the covers. I do this. I go, and I wake Rich up all night. As a matter of fact, some nights it's so bad, I'm like, I should probably go like in the other room and sleep because I wake him up all night, you know, so it stinks. So Cindy said yes on the Egyptian cotton, but I don't like soft, warm sheets because soft sheets, they make me warm. I hate a warm pillow. As I'm always cold, I get it.
I don't like warm pillow either.
But I don't like when I lay on I like a pillow to be cool.
Me too.
Yeah.
So you guys have mentioned lots of stuff.
So you flip
there.
the pillow.
Yeah, but it's still hot because my arm goes underneath there. But I noticed that you guys have not talked about the elephant in the room with menopause.
What's that? Sex.
Vaginal dryness.
What?
Terrible.
I mean, if we're gonna burst your bubble,
I'll tell you what, you're gonna buy stock in lubricants.
What? Oh, don't tell me.
Dries out like a prune, Rach.
Sorry about that, Rach.
My sex life is really great right now.
Well, enjoy it now.
Well, because the kids are gone, we're empty nesters. We could, do anything we want. Anytime we want. We could have afternooners. We could have whatever.
You're just going to do it with Astroglide.
What is that?
I love
oh my God, Michelle, my cousin Michelle. Hi, Michelle. She said, "Yep, dry, baby."
Yeah, it's true. And
wait.
I'm sorry.
Back up. Okay. So I've never had this problem. However, how do you know when you do?
No, you'll know.
Oh, like it hurts because it's like friction.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then, so you're talking about like the stuff you use, like KY jelly, like what you used to.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But there's certain brands that are much better.
Yeah.
This is like, holy crap. This is like, oh my God, what else am I missing? Wait, what about desire? What about orgasms? Hold the phone. Do orgasms change?
Rich said you're married to him, so you don't have to worry about it.
Oh my gosh, I just read the computer. Ah,
Okay,
oh, Vicky.
a good what? Oh,
Too
Oh my
funny.
gosh.
back to orgasms,
No, they're
ladies.
fine.
Or
Yes,
so
that doesn't.
orgasms are the same. It's just there may
Yeah.
be some dryness.
Yes, there will be. They're not
And how
maybe.
about
There
the
will be.
Yeah,
time
it's not May.
desire?
I'm sorry.
It's good. You still want to? Like, does that change? Like, you want to more? I thought
Desire changes.
that you want it more because I thought you get into like your prime when you're older. No,
You're in it now. No.
this is my prime. Boy, Rich.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break this to you. And I have a feeling that we're not even going to talk travel tonight because this was such a we'll do double travel next week because I'm
Well,
sorry.
I thought a woman's prime would be like a male's prime, you know, when he's 18, 19, 20 or whatever. But I thought women's were then you want it so many times a day and all that. No?
In your 40s, maybe?
Yeah.
But when you're
You-
looking
you
at your
got-
50s and
That
60s,
ship has sailed, baby.
Oh, no.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna, no, I gotta.
And that's, hey, okay, so let's back it up. And Ava can tell you, because she did bioidentical hormones too, that bioidentical hormones will change all of that, all of it.
And what is,
So if your doctor does that, the creams.
oh. So that gets you
So
back
that'll,
to normal?
so it rebalances the hormones back.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. So I guess my
So-
first step is to actually go get checked by the doctor. Are there tests they could run?
Yes, they do yes, for this, they do a saliva test. They do blood work and they do saliva tests throughout the day before eating, after eating. You spit, you have tubes and you're spitting into them. And also your thyroid, because your thyroid is a hormone and your thyroid is affected as well. So it will check your estrogen levels, your progesterone levels, your women as well.
Oh, you're
love-
like freezing on me. Is it just me? Is she's freezing. Wait, I got one more gripe about this whole crap, okay? Hair. I swear to God, I wax and one day later it's like a mustache hair like this on my lip, nipples, chin.
Yep.
Well, I haven't got one on my chin yet. But what is
Oh,
the
you
deal
will.
with that?
and then it falls out of your
I
head,
have a
right?
question about that.
Yeah, my
I
little
actually have a
thing
question.
right
I
here.
asked Shayna. I was at Shayna's today, and she was waxing and getting off the wires today. And I said, I have a question. I said, why do I get them on one side? I get those hairs right here. That's all. I get them on my left side, and I don't get any on my right side. And she said, I get them all over. I don't know what you're talking about. But do you get them only on one side, or is it just me? Is it just
Yeah,
like I'm a half-ass?
I get them on my left side.
Yeah, I get them on my left side. Oh,
Yep.
Lisa's going no.
You guys
You
are
get them
weird.
all over?
Yeah.
And my
I
left,
only do them on one side.
I was gonna say my left.
And they're usually like see-through. Right here.
Right,
get
and
'em.
you notice them when you're in the car driving, and you're
I just
driving, and
go
you
like
go
this
like
and feel them.
I get
And then when I
When you-
feel
I
it,
do it
I
when I'm
can't stop
driving.
doing this. And then you're going like this all day.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, I
like-
actually cut myself right here because I felt a little teeny tiny and I got this great tweezer and I grabbed it and I grabbed a piece of my skin. I was like, and I ripped my skin right out. But it's like literally it pops out or I pull it out and then it's there again. Like, what is the deal with that? And
Tomorrow.
actually, that started happening in my 30s where, you know, you really had to wax or whatever. But I mean, we're Italian. My mom is, you know, she's got the dark hair. I don't know. Me and my kids are light, but my mother has, you know, like the beautiful olive skin, dark hair, and I am thinning hair, Lise. But you know what I do, and I didn't do it today, so you can't tell. But if I wear my hair in a ponytail or my hair where you can see my hairline, I use eyeshadow.
No way.
Yep, right here.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I put eyeshadow that matches my hair.
I have something for that. I got something, that makeup I said that I haven't written about. They powder, it's a couple of shades with a little brush, and it's, if you have any like balls, any little brush, and it's by a makeup company.
Yeah, well, I've been like, that was one of my tips when I was a cosmetologist. If people were a little
That's right.
thin and they weren't thin everywhere, I'd say just throw a little eyeshadow. And
that's just what this looks like. I wish I had brought it in here because it looks just like eyeshadow.
Yep. And if you do a ponytail, like ponytails are in, then you take a piece. Wait, let me move that. But you take a piece of your ponytail and then you wrap it around so you can't see the elastic. You know what I'm talking about? So you got that nice sleek look, but then you don't have that crisp hairline. So you just take eyeshadow and then you have that nice crisp, clean. Like if you look at any of the celebrities, you look at when their ponytail's back or if they have a bun, and it looks so like their hairline is so crisp, and that's why they're adding something. So see, that went from like female terribleness to beauty tips.
With your luck, though, you're going to have a hot flash, and your eyeshadow's going to run down your face.
It's like raccoon eyes from mascara. She's going to have it all.
So last week on our show, and Zippy didn't even tell me, my BFF, that she
didn't know this.
I had lipstick all over my teeth. Lipstick. I was like, what is wrong with it?
First of all, my glasses are here. I don't wear my glasses because I don't know why.
I have glasses too. So guess what?
What?
We are on time this week. And we did not talk any travel.
But we were going to talk about travel and we didn't, but that's okay.
I think this was important because women need to start talking about this stuff. And you know what the other thing is? And I always say it. What do I always say women should talk about? That men do all the time and women don't. Money. Right?
I got a third thing.
Yep.
I have a third thing. And it's about how our looks change and aging and how we don't feel we're as good because we don't look as good. And I think we really need to get over that and talk about things that we can do, things that we don't have to do, but we don't have to compete. And that's the third thing I think we need to talk about.
I agree. And we should talk about that because that I'm on the fence with, because yes, we're going through stuff and we should be able to be happy with what we have. However, I'm also all for, if you want to get work done to make yourself feel better, then go ahead. Because I got plans this year of work that I want done. So
me too.
I'm
just a little
with myself and I'm happy, but plus I go to the gym now.
Yeah, there you go. Ava and I spent the afternoon talking about Botox and fillers and why or why not and why they're fine. They're fine if you're doing it for the right reason, if you're doing it for yourself, for a little bit of self-esteem or to feel a little better, but not for someone else or for some other reason, it's fine.
Exactly. I agree.
You do it for yourself. And I go back and forth between the whole, you'll never see an older woman in Paris having work. They don't have work done because they really they kind of look up to aging, and it's a beautiful thing. But of course they take care of their skin so they don't look like this. So they
Well,
age.
that's
It's not
the
that they
other
age
part.
better
You're
because they're
right.
there. It's because the culture says you take care of your skin from early age, and a lot of us don't here.
Yeah.
And I don't think a little thing here and a little thing there is a problem. It's a good thing if you're doing it for yourself, but if you're doing it for the wrong reasons and you're doing it for competitive reasons, I'm not sure that that's the right reason. And I can't wrap my head around these young. Okay.
Yes, let's go to a doctor's office and have work done. Yeah,
I don't want surgery.
What? I'm holding
I
my book up too because I want to remind everybody next week, we're going to get back to travel, and we're giving away, we're going to announce 5 winners next week because I want to make sure you guys could see me. And for those of you who won last week, we will message you for your address. Lisa, I have your address. But we have to message.
Yeah, just, you know what? You can either email thecompassgirls@gmail.com with your mailing address if
Or
you're
you-
here and you hear that, or you can direct message us on Facebook or whatever, or we'll direct message you, one or the other.
So we just want to remind you to let your friends know about the Compass Girls, share our page, share our video, give us a like if you like us, and we will see you next week, 8 o'clock Eastern time, and it'll be past Zippy's birthday, so maybe she'll share some of her discounts with us because that's pretty exciting.
And all the TJ Maxx gives a senior discount on Tuesdays. I'm just saying.
I used to bring my grandfather shopping with me when I was younger on Tuesdays. Yep, I did that.
There you go. Smart.
And then he would pay, and I'd say, "Yeah, Pop, I'll give you the money back." And then he'd pay, and he'd go, "Oh, no, 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 no."
Happy birthday, Zip. And the next time you guys have me, I need my bourbon so that I can play too.
Yes. Thank you for joining us, Lisa.
Thanks for joining us, Lisa.
Happy
Good to have the
birthday.
3 fun girls back together, or the 3
Yes.
fun, you know what?
It was fun.
Biatches.
Okay, so we will see you all
And thanks
next
to our
week.
sponsor this week too.
And thank you to Four Roses for the bourbon.
And we'll put the we'll put the recipes up. Today I just put the recipe for last week's up. I don't have Rachel's yet. As soon as she gives it to me, I'll
Yes,
do that.
I will get that to her.
That'll happen. Yeah,
So
don't hold your breath.
everyone, have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Ciao.
Ciao.